Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Marklin Sengen from Techno Buffalo, and Google last week started rolling out Android Pay here in the US. It's essentially a direct competitor to Apple Pay, which was introduced at the end of last year. Google said in a blog post that Android Pay is the most simple and secure way to pay with your Android phone. We used it to see if that's really true. Android Pay works with all NFC-enabled Android devices running Android 4.4 and above on any carrier and at every tap and ready locations across the US. It'll support credit and debit cards from the 4 major payment networks: American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. At the time of making this video, Google temporarily allows unsupported wallet cards with Android Pay, but banks won't be able to properly track your spending for these unsupported cards. Also, if your card happens to expire or needs to get replaced, you won't be able to add it onto Android Pay. Setting up Android Pay is fairly easy. If you've used Google Wallet before, your card should show up in your account once you hit the plus sign. Choose a card, enter the expiration date and 3-digit code, and you should be all set. If you want to add a new card, you'll be able to do so by scanning your card, or if the camera can't quite pick up your card's number, you'll be able to enter your information manually too. The interface for Android Pay is quite similar to Apple's own Apple Pay, which displays a wallet with virtual versions of all your cards. If you have gift cards, loyalty programs, and membership cards, you'll be able to add those cards as well, which will sit along with your credit and debit cards. We tried Android Pay with a vending machine that supports tap and pay payments, and it authenticated the payment fairly quick. We also tried Android Pay in McDonald's, and again, it worked just as advertised. With a device like the Nexus 6, which doesn't have a fingerprint scanner, you'll have to use a PIN code or pattern to authenticate the payment. It's not as quick or elegant as having a fingerprint scanner, but it does get the job done. Android Marshmallow is going to support fingerprint technology natively, so that shouldn't be a problem when devices like the new Nexus phones hit. Google is also working with some developers to integrate Android Pay with their own apps to speed through mobile checkout, and Google said this feature will be out later this year. So far, we haven't run into any issues authenticating payments, and it works exactly as advertised. It's a pretty seamless experience to set up and should only get better as time goes on. With Android Pay now in the picture, what's going to happen to Google Wallet? Well, Google Wallet received a new update which refocuses a lot on person-to-person payments, similar to services like Venmo and Square Cash. Google said that Android Pay should be available for download on Google Play in the next few days and will come pre-installed on new NFC-enabled Android phones from all 4 major US carriers. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys in the next one.